G'day peeps and welcome to the Sunday session. And yeah, we're a bit later today. That's life happens. So cheers for being here. Told you it was going to be a healthy one on the water. And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about. Now Muzz is busy doing his things and I was busy. That's why I'm half an hour or a bit over half an hour later today. But we're still here for you guys and girls. And this is going live in the Farm Fence Facebook group and will be replayed on YouTube. So if you're accessing it there, give it a like and stuff like that. But yeah, have a drink while we're waiting. So yeah, so today's subject is health, wealth, and legacy. So big conversation there. When you think about the memes and stuff like that. So, Mum, who's currently watching right now, how you going, Mum? Has had a diagnosis during the week. So she has a change in her health. Or it's not a change that we didn't know was coming, but it is what it is. So that puts a timeline on things. Rather than planning on living forever, there's now a timeline in place. But then that triggers thoughts, and many mature people understand this about what is it we are leaving behind, because the fact is you can be as rich as you like, you can have as much money as you like, but you can't take it with you. So where are you leaving, and what are you leaving behind in this world? My mum has created a huge impact not only in my world, in the local community, and lots of people around her. So good on you, Mum. And I'm aiming to create a similar impact between all this stuff I put online, share with you guys, and all the social media platforms, because that is, in today's day and age, is part of the world, and lots of business is done through social media nowadays. So that is the way it is. And that's why Muzz and I have started our online entrepreneurships, and we promote these things in our lives through our social media, which has created our personal brand. And that personal brand can be considered our story or our legacy that will be left behind long after we go. It's a form of memories. So that's one way to do it. It's like a photo album for people, but it tends to be online and seen by thousands more people. So that's what it is. So that's part of the legacy that Muzz and I are leaving behind. As far as the wealth, we are creating wealth through our platforms, and grateful to Mum for the wealth of knowledge she's left me, and all this beautiful lifestyle that I have. Mum and Dad have helped create for me, and I'm eternally grateful for that. But yeah, I'll just let you guys ponder that for a second and consider, without your health, what do you have? What is left after you take your health out of the equation? Just think about that for a second. So yeah, now you've had a bit of a time to ponder that. We all choose to live our healthy lifestyles in our own way, which is, the way we eat and the way, the water we drink. Muzz and I chose this type of water, and it has our health benefits, and that stuck out for me, particularly yesterday. So footy yesterday, yes, I have got a whack in the nose somewhere, so it's sore again. I don't know how many times I've had it half broken or broken, but it seems to always get a whack in the face in footy. But anyway, it was a pretty warm day yesterday, and part of being part of a club, you've got to do the extra jobs. So was there for the kids doing their bit, then played my game, and then it was my turn to run boundary for the league guys. And it was a bit of a warm day, plenty of sunscreen, plenty of water. Now the coach, being a great coach that he is, put in the chat, in our footy club chat, players chat, the day before, drink plenty of water, because you know that's a really great tip, because you can't catch up on the day what you don't have in your body from the day before. So I'd spent, you know, most of my day drinking enough water and knowing that, and I'd still consumed, before I played, I actually got 3 litres in for the morning of 9.5 before I played footy. So I was well hydrated. I had my two and a bit litres a day before, and I, you know, did some things and might have had a few beers, and there was a couple of cans of Coke amongst that. So I had plenty of fluid in me for the day. But the beers and the cans and Coke aren't really good at hydrating. But I didn't have too many. But that was just the way the day and the week went, and that's okay. But I was able to be hydrated enough at footy that I wasn't super thirsty during my game. And, you know, good on the kids for being there, because me and a few other guys I didn't get a full game, and I'm completely okay with that. These young fellas need to run. They need to, you know, get comfortable with playing in the bigger games, because they're coming through, and it's their future that they're playing into, where I'm working on my exit to a degree. Not for a few years yet, so you can't get rid of me that quick, but I'm going to play footy for a few more years. So imparting my knowledge onto these blokes, you know, half the boys in the footy club watch these videos, so have a giggle, you know that I'm hydrated as hell, fellas. So that's how it is. Plenty of water, and that's a lifestyle choice and a health choice, apart from the other fitness things that I do. And yeah, so I was able to get through the day to be hydrated and enjoy the day and not be too hot. Plenty of sunscreen. Didn't get sunburnt. I don't think so. No sunburn. Not too red. Might be a bit red in the face now. Been over at Mum and Dad's this morning helping shift the tree that they had trimmed up. All the little branches. They had a fair bit trimmed out of it, so it was a big job. And that's the way it is. But, you know, staying hydrated is part of my health technique, and being fit is part of my health technique. Lots of people in their life have their ways to do it, and good on them for being healthy. But understand that once your health is on its way out, so like my physical fitness right now, I can't continue to play footy for another 10 years, but I will continue to play footy while my son's at primary school, and a few more years after that, because I'd love to play, when he plays his first B grade game, I'd love to play it with him. So he's going to have to get to 14 or 15, so another 5 years type thing, and then I get to have that bonus, that moment with him, and then I'll just do the things in the background for the footy club. Might not be running too much boundary then, but I might, you know, help out with the behind the bar and the club secretary and all that sort of stuff, gates and umpires and all that sort of stuff that the players need to help the club go on. So, yeah, talking around in circles a bit, but that is part of my football legacy that I'm leaving behind. Not only do I want to achieve a certain number of games, which happens to be 300, and then, you know, so I've got a few to go, but I want to leave, you know, an impact of hydration with the boys. Do they understand that there is a, you know, the key to playing a good game on the next day is to be hydrated the day before and have a good night's sleep and a good meal and stuff. Because if you don't do that, you are starting at a deficit, so you can't drink enough water during the game. And that's that. So that's like a life lesson. You know, so the more I talk about the water with these guys, and they love having a little joke. You know, when we go in at training, and some of the boys like to kick the footy at the water bottle, I put this next to, yeah, on the grass next to our water bottles, and I drink my water at training because that's what I like. And you know, one of the boys the other night, he actually got it with the football, and I don't mind. Can't hurt the water. If the bottle breaks, that's the way it is, and I'll just get another bottle. But yeah, the joke was, oh, you'll knock the pH out of it. So I had a giggle that to know that you boys are listening, and that's okay. And maybe that you guys have learnt something from the conversations, and that is, I'll take that as my legacy to the club, that you guys now think about your hydration, where you might not have thought about that before until the day. And I never used to. As a 20-year-old, I used to go, I used to do my works week, and right, today's footy day, drink enough water, and maybe it was just too late. You know, maybe I was dehydrated. Maybe, yeah, probably for years I was dehydrated. Life choices. But you know, that leads to the legacy I've left behind with the footy club, and that makes me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside, and that's not just from the beard on the face. But there's a bigger impact in life from that. You know, if I can influence more people in the world to understand the water that they drink, cook, clean with, you know, the advantages that I have that I can share with you guys, or you guys can have exactly the same advantages, is part of my legacy that I want to build and leave behind. And that creates not only the wealth of teamwork, the financial wealth that comes from being affiliated with these products and selling these products, is also part of the legacy, which at a certain level gets to, they call it legacy income when you get to a certain level, because then you get to pass that onward to your children and stuff after you go. So a level of safety net and income for them after creating my wealth for now is a great, also a legacy to leave behind. And you know, because the way it is, when my time's up, all these ribbons and trophies and stuff, they are just bits of cloth and a bit of wood and plastic. So, and that is what it is, and that's my legacy. So yeah, Sunday session, Muzz couldn't make it, Scotty's at work, so we're all working hard and we're all busy. Maybe it's time for more people just to take a moment and reflect on these things. And yeah, just like that. And we got to the end of it, so I'll do the bit that Muzz and I are doing at the end of it. Thanks to the service people that have fought for our freedoms and stuff like that. Thanks to the truckies that cart all our goods around Australia and New Zealand and the rest of the world. Good on you guys, and thanks to all the farmers that grow all the food. So this is all for you guys and girls. And yeah, don't forget to, when you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button on the YouTube channel, because one day, very soon, Muzz and I can be going live in there once we get our 1,000 followers, and I've got to do like 1,000 hours or something watching YouTube videos. So I've got some work to do before we can get to that going live status. And then I get to share more of our lives on that YouTube channel for you guys to then view. But at the moment, we're just grinding through with the Facebook stuff. So here you're in a pretty elite group here at the Farm Fence. Welcome to all the new members, and understand that we are here for you guys, and feel free to join the chat and get involved in these things, and work out how to live your best lives, because that's what we're here for. Anyway, I'm going to drink some more water. Time to feed my young fella some lunch, and I'll sign off. Peace out. Have a good one, people. I'll see you next week at the Sunday session.